Ace 16 red volleyball. This is day 1 of 4. Match number 1 coming up against TAV Houston 16. We'll see you in a few minutes for the call. All right, here we go. We are giving high fives right now. Team we are playing first this evening is from Houston. I'll have to find out where at some point in time. Hopefully we don't freeze up a lot, but that is out of my control. There is no Wi-Fi here. I've looked. Well, there is, but it's $80 a day per device, and, well, that's not happening. All right, the theme for this year's festival is Wicked, which is why all the girls have pink and green arm sleeves. All right, serving is Avery. We got Cassie Barney on the court. We got Sarah on the court. We got Leah on the court, Addison on the court, and Rico on the court. Ace with the serve. We are about to start this 4-day tournament. We are tied at 0. What happened in the year 00? I don't know, but the year 2000, which ends in 00, the big Y2K scare. I like to equate that to a Shakespeare play, Much Ado About Nothing. There's a signal. Away we go. Ball's in the air from Avery. Good first serve. TAV hits it up in the air. They get it over to their outside. Goes for a hit. Good hit. Leah with a good dig there. Avery gets a bump over to Leah. Leah up with the hit. And a kill for Leah Smith. Ace up 1-0. Sorry, I am getting out of the way of a bunch of people walking behind me. Ball's in the air from Avery. TAV able to dig that one. They get a ball. They hit a second one over the net. Leah pushes it over the net. TAV able to get it to their outside for another hit. Avery's able to dig that one. Cassie sets that one up for Leah on the outside. Leah goes up for another hit. And another kill in. That's 2 kills in a row for Leah Smith. Ace up 2-0 early in the first. Ball's in the air from Avery. TAV able to work together to get down there to their right side. Who gets it over? Cassie's able to dig it. Avery sets that up for Leah. Leah with another hit. TAV able to dig that one. They get that one to their middle. Nope. Back row hit. Too strong. Point ace. Ace up 3-0. A lot of power behind that, but they did not get on top of the ball. Avery still serves up 3-0. Ball's in the air from number 25. Too strong. Service error. Point TAV. TAV to serve, down 1-3. Return from Rico, hits the antenna. Point Vital, that's out of bounds. Vital to serve, down 2-3. Mael did come in for Avery in the back row. Ball's in the air from Vital. Rico able to get that one to Cassie. Cassie sets that one up for Sarah in the middle. Sarah with a hit. Vital able to get it. Sarah with the overpass kill. Vital 1-2, able to get it over in 3. Sarah to Cassie. Cassie over to Leah. Leah with a hit. That is too strong. We are now tied at 3. For those of you who don't know what happened in, let's go with 1833, Abraham Lincoln became a licensed bartender so he could sell liquor in Illinois. Ball's in the air. Addison able to dig that one. Sarah gets that for Leah. Leah into the net. That's another point for Vital. Vital with 4 points in a row. They're up 4-3. Turn that around to get 3-4. Let's go with 1834. 1 year later, what happened? Charles Darwin landed in the Galapagos Islands aboard the HMS Beagle. Ball's in the air. Leah Smith with a hit. Vital able to dig that one. They get it to their outside. Goes up for a hit. Solid hit. And that is a kill for Vital. They are now up 5-3. Vital serving on a 5-0 run. Addison unable to handle that one. That is a point for Vital. Vital now up 6-3. Kaylee coming in for Addison in the back row. Ball's in the air from Vital, up 6-3. Rico able to dig that one to Cassie. Cassie goes for a setter dump and dumps it in our side of the net. Error on ace. Sorry, just making sure I got everything in order. Vital up 7-3 now on a 7-0 run. Ball's in the air. Leah unable to handle that one. 8-0 run for Vital. Vital up 8-3. Put that together, you get August 3rd. What happened on August 3rd, 2007? I got married. That is my anniversary. 8-3. Vital serving up 8-3 here in the first set of match number 1. Day number 1 of Festival. Kaylee able to get that one at Cassie. Cassie with the bump set over to Leah. Leah hits a through block and a touch. That's going to be a point for Ace. Another kill for Leah. Captain Cassie Barney to serve. Thank you. Captain Cassie Barney to serve. The front row, we got Rico, Sarah, and Leah. Back row, Cassie is joined by Mael and Kaylee. Ball's in the air from the captain. Vital gets it up to their right side. Goes up for a hit. They tip it over. Nobody's able to get to the tip in the middle of the floor. That's a point for Vital. Vital's up 9-4. Vital with the serve. Mael's able to get that one to Cassie. Cassie sets that one up for Leah on the right side. Leah goes to push it over the net, pushes it into the net. Another unforced error for Ace. Vital up 10-4. Timeout, Ace. It's a 30-second timeout because they all are. All right, we are back from timeout. Ace down 4-10. Vital serving. Ball's in the air from Vital. Leah able to get that one to Cassie. Cassie sets that one for Sarah in the middle. Sarah with a big hit right into a block. Kaylee's able to save it. Vital gets under it. Gets it to their outside. Goes up for a hit. They tip it over. Leah's able to dig that one. Cassie sets that one up for Rico, the lefty. Into a block that goes out of bounds. A kill for Rico and a point for Ace. Would you like to know more? Addison in the front row for Kaylee. Leah Smith to serve. Ball's in the air from Leah. Vital digs that one. They get it over to their outside. It gets a big hit. It is out of bounds. It's a point for Ace. Ace serving down 6-10. Ball's in the air from Leah. Oh, that's a rifle of a serve. That's an ace for Leah. An ace for Ace. Ace within 3, down 7-10. Woo! Ball went way in the other court, if you can see it on the camera. Next court back. Parents have retrieved it. And thrown it into the net, which is bound to happen. All right, Leah on the serve. Ace down 7-10. Ball's in the air. Oh, that one takes a dive right over the net. TAV's able to dig it, but not get it over the net in 3. It's a point for Ace. Ace within 2, down 8-10. Ball's in the air from Leah. Another good serve. Vital. Overpass. Addison and Sarah able to kill that one with a block. Point for Ace. Ace within 1. Down 9-10. Ball's in the air from Leah. No touch. Just out. That's going to be a point for Vital. Vital with the serve, serving up 11-9. Substitutions on the Vital sideline. Vital with the serve. Oh, they rolled that one over the net. That's a lucky serve. Vital up 12-9. Literally hit the net, killed all the momentum, but it still rolled over the top. Vital serving up 12-9. Ball's in the air. Mael able to dig that one. Leah, see it bumps it over to Addison on the outside. Addison goes up, hits it, not over the net. That's a point for Vital. Vital up 13-9. She went to direct that one, and, well, it didn't get anywhere near the net. Vital serving up 13-9. Ball's in the air. Leah with a dig. Cassie with a bump set all the way over to Addison. Goes over the net. Addison able to get a hand on it with a block. Cassie sets that one up for Sarah at the middle. Into a block, and it falls. That's a kill for Sarah, and a point for Ace. Ace serving down 10-13. Mael to serve. Avery into the front row. Proud dad. In the front row, you got Avery and Addison and Rico. Ball's in the air from Mael. Vital able to dig that one. Sets it up to their outside. Outside goes up for a hit. Over the block. Leah's able to get that one to Cassie. Cassie sets that one up for Rico, the lefty, who gets a great hit on it, but it is too strong out the back. That's a point for Vital. Vital up 14-10. Waiting for the ball on the other court again. Mom gets it in that time. Vital to serve up 14-10 here in set number 1. Match number 1, day number 1. Festival Phoenix. Ball's in the air. Leah to Cassie. Cassie to Addison up for the hit. Addison gets a hit over the block. Through the block. Vital able to dig. They got to send a free ball over the net. Leah able to dig that one. Cassie sets that one up for Avery in the middle. Avery into a block. That's a kill for Avery. A point for Ace. Ace within 3, down 11-14. Beth Carbajal coming in to serve. Abby coming in the front row for Cassie Barney. Beth serving down 11-14. Ball's in the air. Takes a dive. Vital able to get 1-2. They got to send a free ball over the net. Mael able to dig that one to Beth. Beth sets that one up for Addison on the outside, who hits it through a block and gets a kill. Another point for Ace and a kill for Addison. Ace within 2, down 12-14. Beth serving. Ball's in the air. Vital unable to handle it. It's an ace for Beth. Ace within 1, down 13-14. Woo! Sorry for the loud woos. That's what we do when there's an ace. Try to cover my mouth from the microphone so it's not too loud in your ears. But, no promises. Ball's in the air from Beth. Vital able to get under at 1-2, get a hit on it. Oh, Leah's able to dig it but not get it up. That's a point for Vital. Vital up 15-13. Ball's in the air. Takes a dive. Beth able to dig that one. Leah sets that one up for Abby. Abby hits it, but it is outside the pole. That's a point for Vital. Vital up 16-13. Getting close to the U.S. timeline here. I might have a few more facts soon. Been focusing on volleyball, though. Mael unable to dig that. 17-13 Vital. Ace has 1 timeout left. Vital still has 2. Ball's in the air from Vital. Leah able to get under that one. Beth sets it up. Nobody can get to Beth's bump set that she had to run to. It's another point. Vital up 18-13. This has been a small, game of small runs so far. Leah able to dig that one, goes over. Vital gets it to their outside. Outside goes up for a hit. Avery blocks it, but it does go out of bounds. That's a point for Vital. Vital up 19-13. Vital serving. Ball's in the air from Vital. Leah able to dig that one. Beth with the bump set over to Abby. Abby has to send a free ball over the net. Vital unable to get to it. That works. Point for Ace. Ace within 5, down 14-19. Turn that around to get 19-14. What happened in 1914? The Northsiders, the Chicago Cubs, Wrigley Field opened in 1914. Second oldest ballpark in Major League Baseball. The first being Fenway Park, which opened 2 years earlier in 1912. Addison with the serve. Vital. In-system kill. Bump, set, spike, just like they draw it up. Point Vital. Vital up 20-14. Kaylee is in for Addison in the back row. We got Leah. We got Abby, Avery. Yep, just making sure I'm all set up right. 2, 16, 15. All right, we're ready to go. Vital serving up 20-14. For you fans of simple math, 2014 was 12 years ago. Ball in the air. Mael able to dig that one. Beth sets that one up for Leah. Leah, what a kill! Leah looking good this day. I think that's at least 4 kills for Leah. Avery to serve. Let's see. Abby, Sarah into the front row. And we got Beth, Kaylee, Avery. Yep, everybody's right. Ball's in the air from Avery. Vital able to get that one up. Sets it up to their middle. Jumps too early. Cannot connect. That's a point for Ace. Ace within 4, down 16-20. What happened in 1620? Well, America didn't really start, but the Mayflower landed at Plymouth Rock in Massachusetts. There was colonies before that. No, the Spanish landed in Florida in the 1500s. Ball's in the air from Avery. Vital has to send a free ball over the net. Kaylee passes that one to Beth. Beth sets that one for Sarah in the middle. Sarah through the block. Vital able to dig that one, get it to their setter. To their outside, goes up for a hit. Oh, it's a light hit that goes over the block. Beth with the bump set over to Leah. Leah with another hit. Too strong, no touch, point Vital. Good effort there from both teams on that volley. Mael into the back row for Avery. Vital serving up 21-16 here in set number 1, match number 1. Ball's in the air from Vital. Leah able to dig that one. It is an overpass and an overpass kill from Vital. Vital up 22-16. Oh, hold one. We are undoing that because Vital was into the net. That's a point for Ace. Ace within 4, serving down 17-21. Cassie is in to serve. And Rico's in the front row. 10, 13, all right, got it right. Cassie Barney in to serve. Vital with an overpass. Leah goes for an overpass kill there. Good contact, a little strong. Now Vital's up 22-17. Vital to serve. I think both teams are figuring stuff out here in this first set. Ball's in the air from Vital. She rolls that one over the net. That's the second one this set. Point Vital. Vital up 23-17 here in the first. First to 25, you got to win by 2. Vital with the serve. Kaylee able to dig that one to Cassie. Cassie sets that up for Rico. Rico the lefty with a hit. That's a kill for Rico. Vital can't handle it. Ace within 3, down 18-23. Addison coming in the front row for Kaylee. Leah Smith to serve. Ball's in the air from Leah. Vital able to dig that. That was a good dig on the other side. In system play, bump set spike. Solid hit from Vital. Vital, set point, up 24-18. Ball's in the air from Vital. Mael able to dig that one. Overpass kill. First set goes to Vital, 25-18. We will see you in about 3 minutes for set number 2. All right, according to one of the parents on the other team, I just went and asked. They are from, apparently, I think they practice, excuse me, wow, I can talk today. He said he's pretty sure they practice in the Spring area of Houston. So north of Houston there, off the 45. All right, Ace had the serve in that first set, so Vital will start with the serve in the second set. Once again, if you were late joining, the theme of this year's Festival Phoenix is Wicked. So our coaches have on pink and green, and our players have on pink and green arm sleeves to signify the two witches from Wicked, the land of Oz, Elphaba, the Wicked Witch of the West, is the green, of course. and Galinda. Or Glinda, depending on at what point in the show or movie you're watching. Of course, loves pink. All right, on the court, we have Avery, who will probably be coming off. She's just in there for starting lineup purposes. Addison, Rico, Sarah, Leah, and Cassie. Little chest bump there from Avery and Cassie. Vital will have the serve. And Mael coming in for Avery in the back row. All right, set number 2. Ace dropped the first one, 25-18. Best 2 out of 3, so Ace needs to win this to force a third set, which we would love to see. Vital going for the sweep in 2 sets. And here we go. Oh, she rolls that one over the net. Not sure if it was going to go in or out, but Leah went for it and hit it out. That's a point for Vital. Vital up 1-0. The 10th, turn that around, you get 1-0-10. The 10th state of the union is Virginia. As a matter of fact, that's another trivia question for today, which I did not use. Virginia ratified the Constitution on this day in 1788, becoming the 10th state. Good all-around work there. Leah gets a hit. TAV able to dig it. TAV, Vital, sorry, I'm using them all. Cassie to Sarah. Sarah has to send a free ball over the net. Vital able to get that one to their right side, goes for a hit. Through a block. Cassie able to save it to Mael. Mael able to Leah with a hit. Vital able to dig that one. Set her dump over the net. Does not work. Cassie sets it up for Leah again. That one works. That's another kill for Leah. She is doing well. Ball serve, kill, Leah. There we go. All right. Cassie Barney serving. All tied up at 1. Ball's in the air from Leah. Vital able to dig that one to their setter. Setter to their middle. The middle gets a tip over. Rico, one-handed save to Leah. Leah. Well, the ball fell. I'm not sure who hit the net, but I think the ball hit the ground first. That's a point for Vital. Vital to serve up 2-1 here in the second. Ball's in the air from Vital. Addison goes for it. Mael is able to recover even though it's off the ceiling, but there was nobody there. Vital with the point. Vital up 3-1. All right, Vital with the serve. Into the net. Service error. Point Ace. Ace to serve down 2-3. Leah Smith to serve. Again, first to 25, got to win by 2. If we go to a third set, that will be first to 15, got to win by 2. Ball's in the air from Leah. Vital able to dig that one. Setter able to bump it up to their outside. Outside gets a hit. Nobody can get to it. And that is a point for Vital. Kaylee coming in for Leah in the back row. Vital serving up 4-2. Ball's in the air. Mael able to dig that one. Cassie goes up to hit it, but Vital went to block it, blocked it onto their own side of the net. That's a point for Ace. Ace down 3-4. Mael to serve. Avery into the front row. Avery, Addison, Rico in the front row. Ball's in the air for Mael. Vital gets it up. You got to send it over towards the net. Get a tip over. Cassie's able to dig that and save it. Mael sets that up for Addison. Addison goes up, tips it over the net. Tips it where people aren't. That's a kill for Addison. And a point for Ace. We are tied at 4. Put 4 and 4 together. You get, well, with the new math, you get 44. June 6, 1944, the D-Day invasion of Europe. Operation Overlord. Mael with the serve. Vital able to get to it. Their outside gets a hit over. Good hit. Point Vital. Vital up 5-4. That number, she number 5? Can't see her number here. Number 8. Number 8 for Vital. She's got some power behind her hits for sure. She scored the last 2 points in the first set for them as well. Vital up 5-4. Ball's in the air. Kaylee able to get that to Cassie. Cassie to Avery with a hit. Vital able to dig that one. Said the bump set over to their outside. Another hit. She hits that one into the net. Unforced error. We are tied at 5. Beth coming in to serve. Abby coming in the front row for Cassie. I think Sammy Hagar said something about 55 once. Beth serving, tied at 5. Ball's in the air. Vital able to get that one to the center. Set it up to their outside. Got to send a kind of an easy hit over the net. Beth sends a set of dump over. Vital able to recover. Sets that back to their outside. Outside hits it into the net twice in a row. Point ace. Ace up 6-5. 6 and 5 together, you get 65. What happened in 1865? The Civil War ended a short 161 years ago. Did I do that math right? Ball's in the air. Vital has to send a free ball over the net. Kaylee to Avery. Avery sets that up for Addison. Addison sends the down ball over the net, but it is out of bounds. Unforced error. We are tied at 6. Vital serving. For you fans of simple math, you put 6 and 6 together, you get 12. Oh, good. Number 8's in the back row. She won't be at the net. She is serving. Ball's in the air. Mael to Beth. Beth sets that one up for Abby, who underhands it, and Vital is able to scramble, send that one over the net. All right, Beth sets this one up for Addison. Addison with a full swing. Vital able to dig it, but not a second time. A kill for Addison and a point for Ace. Ace up 7-6. Man, how perfect does that score? Put 7 and 6 together, you get 76. What happened in 1776? Everybody knows that this year, 250 years ago. Declaration of Independence, signed July 4th. Well, started to be signed July 4th. Didn't get finished till August by all the people who signed it. Addison with the serve, ball's in the air. Vital with a good hit and a point. We are tied at 7. Sophie coming in for Addison in the back row. And I am confused. Oh, Leah came back in for Kaylee. My bad. All right. Tied at 7. Ball's in the air. Avery to Beth. Avery, a couple of balls right into the net. Couldn't quite recover. Vital up 8-7. Ball's in the air. Oh, we roll that one over the net. Sophie's able to dig it. Goes back over the net, but the play is still alive. Up to their outside, who gets a cross-court hit. Mael able to dig that one to Beth. Beth sets that one up for Leah. Leah with a push. Vital able to dig that one. Set that up for their middle. He gets a tip over into Avery's block. A block for the point from Avery. We are tied at 8. One of my favorites. You put 8 and 8 together, you get 88. What happened on 8/8/88? Wrigley Field had hosted its first night game. However, that was not the first official night game because it was rained out and it did not get a complete game in. So the first official night game was on 8/9 of 88. Vital with the point.
Oh, I didn't realize you brought her. Sorry.
You guys important.
Vital serving up 9-8. Leah able to dig that one to Beth. Beth to Sarah. Sarah gets that one over the net. Yeah. Sarah came in. Then Mael came in for Avery. Sorry, was getting Addison water as well. So I think I got the lineup right. Vital serving up 10-8. Beth over to Leah. Leah with a good hit. Over a block. Another kill for Leah. Ace within one. Down 9-10. Cassie coming in to serve. Rico coming in the front row. I got Rico. I got Sarah. I got Leah. I got Cassie, Sophie, and Mael. All right, we are correct. Cassie Barney with the serve. And to the pole. That's an unforced error. Point. Vital. Vital serving up 11-9. Same score we had in the first set. Let's hope the result is not the same. Our second match will take place immediately after this first one. Just FYI. I'll send out another link. Balls in the air. Overpass from Sophie. We have Vital able to get a kill. And number 8 back on the outside. Vital up 12-9. Balls in the air from Vital. Rico able to dig that one. Cassie gets a bump set to Leah. Leah gets a hit into a block. Cassie's able to save that one. Mael with a bump set to back over to Cassie. Sends a free ball over the net. Vital gets that to their setter. Sends it to their outside. Gets a tip over. Cassie's able to save that one. Sarah sets that one up for Rico. Rico the lefty with a hit. Just out the sideline. Solid contact on that one. But the point goes to Vital. Vital up 13-9. Ball's in the air from Vital. Rico able to dig that one. Cassie sets that one up for Sarah. Sarah sends the tip over. Vital able to get a two-handed pass and a set to their outside. Man, their outside is tough. Another point for Vital from number 8. Timeout ace. Vital up 14-9. All right, we are back from timeout. Ball is in the air from Vital. Service error, point ace. Ace down 10-14. Addison coming in the front row for Sophie. Leah Smith serving. Ace down 10-14. Ball's in the air from Leah. Too strong, point. Vital. Vital serving up 15-10. Kaylee coming in for Leah in the back row. Ball's in the air from Vital. It was going to go out of bounds. Kaylee went for it. That's a point for Vital. Vital up 16-10. Excuse me. How to get hit. Checking the camera. Ball's in the air. Addison digs it. Cassie to Rico. Rico sends a free ball over the net. Oh, boy. Vital gets the points. Up 17-10.
I thought that was what was already been.
Not like that. Tripod is bent. We'll try to remedy that a little bit between matches here. Vital serving up 17-10. That was going to go out of bounds. Mael went ahead and played it. Addison gets the down ball over the net. Vital able to dig that one over to their right side for a hit. They hit it in bounds where we weren't. Another point for Vital. Vital up 18-10. Ace needs to stop here. Vital's playing well, but we're giving them quite a few ourselves. Ball's in the air, and we're going to undo that. I missed what happened there. Did she just? Well, she is a soccer player, so I guess you saw that. Ball's in the air for Vital. Mael's able to dig that to Cassie. Cassie sets that up for Addison. Addison with a hit. And a kill from Addison. That's how we're supposed to do it. Ace down 11-18. Avery into the front row next to her sister. Mael to serve. Ball's in the air. Vital able to dig that one. Sets up for that for that outside into the block, but the block goes out of bounds. At least they got up that time. But point Vital. Vital up 19-11. Pretty good firearm that bears that number, 19-11. Vital with the serve, up 19-11. Addison unable to handle it. It's an ace for Vital. Vital up 20-11. If you want to know what happened in 2011, number 42 there on the court, Addison. She was born in 2011, short 15 years ago. Vital with the serve. That is out. Ace didn't play that one. That's a point for Ace. Ace within 8, down 12-20. Beth coming in to serve for Rico. Abby coming in the front row for Cassie. All right, Beth serving. Ace down 12-20. Turn that around and get 2012. Lots of people thought the Mayans thought the world was going to end in 2012. Well, here we are. Vital with a tip right where we weren't. Another good point for Vital. They're playing well. Vital up 21-12. For you progressive rock fans, yes. 21-12. Best Rush album. Prove me wrong. And by prove me wrong, I mean you can tell me I'm wrong, but I'm not. Ball's in the air for Vital. I was going to go out of bounds too. Haley and Mael and Addison were able to save it and get it over. Vital was able to struggle to get that one over. Best sets that up for Addison. Addison gets a cross-court hit, but it goes out of bounds. That was a heck of a save on both teams' part, and then Addison was not able to connect and get it down and in on the court. Vital serving up 22-12, 3 points away from winning this first match, 2-0. It's an ace for Vital, 23-12. Timeout ace. Hopefully the camera's okay for you. The front leg of my tripod got bent when the ball came and hit it, so it might be pointing a little further down than it was at the beginning. I'm going to try to remedy that between matches. Ball's in the air from Vital. They roll that one over the net. It's the third or fourth time they've done that this match. Match point Vital up 24-12. Ball's in the air. Kaylee able to get that one to Beth. Beth with the bump set to Avery. Avery goes up. She loses the battle at the net, but is able to keep it alive. Sends the down ball over the net Vital able to get that one to their outside, who gets a hit. Kaylee cannot get there. That lands inside the end line, and that will do it for match number 1. Ace Falls 25-18, 25-12. Coming right back at you here in about 10 minutes with the next match.